So there is this new phenomenon called vibe coding, and I was just testing this stuff on Claude Code. I didn't even have to code these myself. I just asked Claude what to do in Warp, and as you can see, in one of my projects, I asked it to create a board game, and well, it just made a bunch of edits, 800 lines in like 5 minutes. Crazy stuff. So first, I was bored, so I asked it to create a snake game, and it just blew my expectations. Like, this is so detailed. They created the buttons and the arrow keys, and they did this relatively fast in like 2 minutes. But of course, this is just the simple part of it. Like, it's just so amazing how I could just like do this. I didn't even have to worry about any errors. Yeah, I died. Yeah, there's a restarting thing, and yeah. So then I wanted to create a Connect 4 game because I was like, what about any other games? And this time I asked it to create an easy, medium, and hard bot. So far, I've only been able to beat the easy bot. But yeah, um, actually crazy. Like, okay, I was not thinking then. But yeah, I mean, they made the animations, everything, and I really like the style. And then I wanted to do something maybe like a bit more. That's something that would take a bit more time. So I asked it to create a projectile motion simulator, and this one it took a little bit of like asking. I it gave me an initial simulator, and I told it to like move these buttons down and like change the ball radius and make it so that you can actually see the change in the radius. But yeah, you can. It's really impressive. You can change all these variables, and again, it was able to do this quickly. I didn't have to fix any like true errors whatsoever. So yeah, and then you got all of these stuff, time, distance, speed. Very interesting. You can change the ball radius. So yeah, and then I went more advanced. I decided to create a gravity sandbox. So here you can kind of like drag and drop things, and yeah, it will go into orbit. Again, I'm not sure how realistic this is, but anyways, it's pretty interesting. And you can like change the orbit if you want. Like I can have something going the other way. Yeah, and it even shows like the distortions. I specifically told it to create distortions, but uh, yeah, it's just like very detailed things. You can add so many bodies, and they can just all be like moving. So, um, yeah, I again I don't know how to code. I didn't have to fix a single error in all of my projects. This interesting. And then I was like, what if I used AI to create an AI? So I asked it to create some like skill-based board game, and it created this. And I don't know, the color schemes are always so good with Claude Code. And so here you can play with two players or you can play the machine. Um, oh, you can read the rules, right? I don't want to have to read the rules for you. You can just like pause on the screen. Pretty simple. Like in summary, it's all about balance. Your pieces have to go to the other side. The more rings you have, the more weight that piece has. So it drags this side to the bottom. And if and there's a thing called load. So like this piece in the middle is called an anchor. It has three load. These are runners. It has one load. And the runners, the lighter weight has can go the farthest, but of course the anchor can only go one space at a time. So yeah, you have to go to the other side. But the twist is that if the load gap is more than three, then the heavier side will tip. And so anything that's on this square, say this is the lighter side, anything on this square would drop out. So the west side, if they move on to this side here, then they won't be able to win because if they move here, then they'll fall off. That's just the summary of it, and yeah. This AI wasn't as good. Like, again, I can just like, yeah, this the AI isn't as like intelligent. However, like again, it was able to do this relatively fast in 10 minutes. See, my thing spilled, so if anything came onto here, it would just fall. It would fall off. Yeah, the graphics very nice, and overall just like extremely creative. Making the AI, there was like no errors whatsoever. So yeah, and then I wanted to create my own board game, so I created this thing. I didn't name it Hex Command. I'm probably gonna change that. This one I really wanted to like perfect. So it's kind of like chess, um, but you move around your things differently. It's like a hexagonal board. Yeah, like you have these things called troopers, which are like your pawns, except they can go back and forth. You have walls, which kind of act like as barricades. No, nothing can capture them. You have the king, functions exactly like a chess king. Then you have turrets. It can like shoot lasers, and then runners can go the farthest. I borrowed that name from the earlier game that I showed you, and again, you can like pause this. Uh, so after I improved the AI a little bit, I still wanted to do like a little bit more. So I started creating a game analysis. Currently, the game analysis doesn't really work. Again, and analyzing the position at the end of the game, it isn't as effective. But I'll definitely improve it once like I get the time. Uh, so yeah. Uh, I might as well just show you like how how this works. So like, um, right now when I click analyze the position at the end of the game, not now, what will happen is it will show the current best move, like the current best move after the game. It's really weird. It, so what I'm gonna ask it to do on terminal, I'm gonna say, uh, can you change the um, can you change the game analysis so so that one can see the best moves on as they move back and forth in the moves of the previous game. Make sure it is an arrow. Like there's an arrow showing where the best move would go. Uh, it is depicted as an arrow. So yeah, it will just do its magic. And yeah. So yeah, this was thinking for 5 minutes 40 seconds, um, and ultimately completed it. I really like this because it's really easy to spot errors. Again, like it says, like let's start with the URL, replace the button with a toggle. Now let's update the CSS, and you can see each edit. You can see the lines it removed, lines it added, and then at the end, it just shows like a summary of what it did. So in this case, so let's demonstrate that. Um, Here I just finished a game that I won. Um, and basically I clicked show best move, and now it shows the best move that I could have played at every time. And so I was wondering, like, why is this bot being so passive? It didn't feel like a very improved bot. I improved this bot from last time, but it was still behaving passively, but better, but passively. And it shows here like the bot is purposefully not trying. Because I remember I asked the bot to like not go hard because it already knows the best moves. It's studied each position, so it's trying to be dumbed down, but um it's recommending moves that like the bot isn't playing. So the best move was this, and it's okay. The bot is currently playing the best move until here. See, it's not playing the best move. Um, yeah, you can see it's playing. Some of its moves are the best. Some of it just like aren't. Uh, so yeah, the it keeps on recommending the bot to take this, but it's just not. Finally, it did. For some reason, the bot keeps on like the game review keeps on telling the turret to kill the pieces, which I mean, like fine. Maybe it's the best move. Maybe it's not because again, turrets only have 3 shots. One shot is already taken, so that's why that circle is empty. But the other two, you don't want to waste them because you want to save them for the end game. Uh, so interesting by the game review. But yeah, there were like a lot of things like I should have moved this here. Apparently, you know, a lot of things. So this game review was a lot more effective than just like a simple saying like at the end of the game like, oh, you have to move here. So let's speed this up. Let's go to the end of the game. And you can like move here. You can move between the moves. Oh, see, the bot captured a lot more pieces than I have. So it's like still not doing the best move. I did the best move here. Um, yeah, I kept on recommending the bot to like kill this piece. And yeah, okay, and it finally did. And now I made the run up. For some reason, it recommended to go here to attack the runners. I think this game review bot values runners a lot. But anyways, I just marched up. It didn't even recommend moving towards the goal with my king until the very last 2 moves. Before this, it was recommending the turret to move a bunch of places, but finally it recommended it. And so what the game review was doing before I updated it was it was only showing this move. You can like this is the best move in this position. But that's weird because you already won. Um, so I changed that. There's also like a scoreboard here. These things. It created its own coordinate system, so you can see goal A1, B1, B2, and then the opponent's goal is O1. So yeah, those are all of my projects so far in Claude Code, and like Claude Code has blown my mind so far. And I mean, like it was able to do these things so fast. I created like an entire full functioning AI in like a day, and it was actually insane because coding is like pretty hard. You have to import things in new languages, of course. Like the first language that I learned was Python, and that was really frustrating because I wasn't able to create any visual games. And like I know the basics of HTML, but still like Claude Code does a lot. And of course, like do people still need to learn how to code? Yes, of course, but now mainly it's like debugging. Debugging has become a lot more important. Now you're gonna have to learn how to debug things. Like if there's an error, you're gonna have to find it. But Claude Code again makes that all easy. So it's not like Claude Code's like this volatile, unreliable thing. But yeah, people, unfortunately, you guys are still gonna need to code in 2026.